Hello everyone. If you actually want to become like a werewolf as an actor or close to the actor, a lot of werewolves, the bad part is you don't not want to be like this. We should knees like bend up like this. The closest, sorry, my legs hurt. Closest you can be is kind of like, not like good. It's like this. You have to like you're almost begging yourself to like you're being like a dog, but there's very few areas you can do. That's the main easy part. This is gonna be easier, but harder. So you have to like bring your legs like this, like you're a dog. I'll show you in a minute. So the easy part. So you have to like kind of like this. So you're like kind of like your butt like it close and your legs like this. Like this is close to a dog. All right. Oh, legs hurt, kind of hurt because I already been practicing. Anyway, never mind. Alright, so that's the closest you can do. So my legs are just hurting. So this is kind of like a crouch, or what you call it. It's like a frog, but not really. And then this is like closest. Yeah, so this is probably closest to it. And then you're running like this, or if some people can jump. Sorry about my stomach. It's a bit chewy. Anyway, do this, have this, or run like this. And I don't want to do it, just hurt my leg so much. What?
Go Jimmy.
Alright, that's one way. Do it. Ow. Alright. So that's one way you can be a werewolf. You have to like kind of do this, stretch like this, make sure you're this way. You're like kind of werewolf's legs would be called. Alright, that's one of the ways you can do it. Alright, I'll put myself over here on my bed. Alright. So my legs really hurt. Alright, so the next thing is you want gloves. So you want gloves. Or you want like kind of like fake fingernails so it's long enough. So that'll be long, so it kind of like you have a fingernail that's over here and like kind of curved so it looks close to a real werewolf thing. Swipe someone if they. Sorry, I'm not pressed right now. And then you think your feet. Probably. Sorry, not feet, but feet you need like. I don't know the camera would. Okay. Your feet, you need like, definitely if you wear socks, you need like some sort of fake nails or something similar. And use the fake nails, try to paint them black. That looks close to a real werewolf. So that's my stuff. On the other side, say goodnight. Anyway, if you wear shoes, again, you have to like, you don't have to buy new shoes, but you have like have crappy shoes or whatever. Okay, cut them out a certain way where the nails will come out. That's close enough. And then when the nails are good, use them a certain way if you want. If you wear shoes only. Okay, there's another reason. A lot of people have got this right. I don't have it right now, but let's get it. Let me grab this for a bit. People are close to right. Werewolves always have masks. That's the closest you can be to a werewolf. Anyway, close to a real werewolf. So, mine, just give me a minute if I can open the jaw. Alright, because it is open as much. So, this is probably the closest I can be to a werewolf. Anyway, so this is probably good. You want this, not want this, but you can buy this at, I think, any store, including party stuff, if you have United States didn't have that, or any place has it. Anyway, party stuff is where I got this. So no, I'm sorry, my bad. Bear Village, I got this. If any Americans haven't known. Right now, this is pretty close to a werewolf I can get. People are actually pretty close. They're actually pretty close. So, yeah, I just need to put this on my There's character word called. So another thing is, right, claws. People are kind of correct with the claws. You can get them with claws. You have to get a certain fake something or whatever to make it look real. Now, a lot of people, that's also shoes too. Most people are forgetting about the feet and the shoes. Again, the way I showed you is close. Just getting on my shit thing, and I keep this. So most people will kind of pick a wolf tail. That's kind of close. And wolf tail will kind of work if you attach to it can attach to pants, like jean pants, but it can also attach to your not even jean pants. It can attach you to to me it always works on my any pants I wear. So it connects to this somehow. Okay. Connects to here somehow, like here, so it kind of sturdy. So when I'm walking, I can walk like a wolf, close to a wolf. But yeah, that's only if you want to. It doesn't have to always work for you, but yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to get out. Should be kind of easy to pull it out. Just give me a minute to try to figure this out. Just give me a minute. It's easy to get it on. And okay, there we go. I can get out. If you want, I'll show you, not my room, but I'll show you what I have where I put this in. It's actually kind of a smart way. So, I'm just only showing my part of the room that I have. So that's one way you can get a wolf tail, a mask, like a wolf mask, whatever you can get. Sorry, my face. You get a wolf tail, wolf mask. This is what kind you get. As long as you try to cover the face, that's the most way you can probably work it out. Because if he has like that, that's probably closest to get out of the way. But again, you kind of have to cover. If you have another one that's kind of only half your face, you kind of have to get like a fur or whatever, or something similar. You get a balding jar or something, so it kind of covers your face. That one is probably good, but and there's other ones. So face, get some try to get some sort of long claws or fake ones if you can, or fake nails, and try to paint them black. Shoes that you can cut over some ways. It doesn't really matter what way, but kind of some sort of way to cut a shoe out or paint that look like your claws are coming out. Glue wherever anything you can. Tape, I don't know, but claws probably. Watching a lot of these werewolf videos, they're pretty good. But again, werewolf again, you can do it. Now another thing is the potions I've seen. I'm not saying they're real potions. If there are there are real potions that actually work, I'll try it, and I'll give it a few times to get it going. But if it doesn't work, I'll say, okay, the potions part. So that's another thing. I'm thinking it's Gatorade or similar to Gatorade. Could be just any juice you make, or it could be food coloring. So those are the main ones. If those are the main ones you have, that's going to be easy to trick anyone. This is just starting your fresh day of a werewolf, if you do. Those are the moves I try to show you. The easy way is like knees or your feet. That's probably the easy way. The tricky part is trying to kind of crouch your body to look just like a werewolf. Trying to move like a werewolf would do, or stretch your legs as close as possible. That's probably the closest thing. The werewolf, werewolf potions are a few bottles. So they either have a big jar or vase or whatever to make it look like it. You either have food coloring or any other kind of water with the food coloring, or juice or some sort of Gatorade or similar to Gatorade, and pour that in and stir it up. and it's big enough if it's juice or food coloring. But if it's just Gatorade, that might be kind of easier to drew because it's like some sort of color of the real as possible. But if it's food coloring with water or juice, then that's probably easier. The video I'm watching, I won't say what videos I'm watching, but the videos I'm watching, I think it might have got the feet and and the paws, wherever the paws where your hands would have been. Anyway, the face kind of worked same as this first one, but the second one also that one the second one might work, but I'm not say the tail might make it more can't say it correctly, more convincing, however, and the second one, the first one kind of worked, but kind of did. But the potions, if it has like, it looks like a tape where tape would have been, or there's tape. I would say that's more like they've wrote it to make it look real. That's probably the second one I watched. The second one is tape, and it has some sort of food coloring or something. Maybe it could be a juice, or it could just be Gatorade or similar to Gatorade. A let's see, pop might work, but you're really gonna have to cut out a lot of the if it's working. If it's Gatorade or some sort of juice that you would not, it will not be. So it might work. Pop on your hand might not work because it's all fuzzy and stuff. And it might, but that's only if it's super rare, or rare if they have it. Mostly some sort of juice will make it work. Food coloring, yes, that maybe, but just depends. Now, that's the walk. The walk was where I was on my knees was for the easy part. Now, crouching yourself to kind of like sit like a dog would take a dump or whatever, that's probably the closest. They have to put your hands up locked straight to crouch your feet to. It's going to hurt your feet, but you have to figure a jump or some sort of run to similar to a werewolf in movies. That's the closest real as possible you can make as in the movie. Then the movies are like always animated, but if you can make close to a Dogman or werewolf, that's probably the closest you can make as yourself running. Now there's a lot of things I have seen and I haven't watched, and I don't think a lot of these are real, but I'm not saying what there's a video or YouTube I'm watching that has these creatures real. You have to find if these real or not. But I don't know if the werewolf, probably that's the closest you can make it easy as a werewolf. Crouching part, probably not if you're like sitting, pooping crap or whatever. But also, if you're like, also it could be a frog too. It could be like you're trying to jump for a frog. That's the closest bending you can do, like, where it's like your feet are, this area's down, but this part's up, and then your legs up. That's probably the closest it gets. Now I guess I can show you a little bit part of my room. Not a whole bunch, but a little piece and parts of it. Behind me, that shell right there, that's where I kind of keep my tail. It's right here. Alright, can't know how to flip the camera, so that's right. I'm gonna try to flip the camera in. I guess I can. Alright, so right now, my stuff right now. So I don't have to jump up a little bit like this. So then this is where I put my werewolf head. It's on hair carriage or whatever. I can see it, get it down a little bit. That's where I put my werewolf. And this thing right here is where I keep my tail. Found this somewhere out in the outside near area, and then this is where I put my tail. It's definitely an old cannon for sure. So it's pretty good hiding spot for my tail. So I'm just gonna pull this out one more time. I'll show you what, as you can lift it up. So let's see, date. You can read it upside down, but it's what I'm using. So yeah, this is the date. I'm gonna try to flip it upside down if we can. It's actually heavy. Yeah, I have to put it down for a bit to load, set up. No, it was right. So this is what my Canada server. There you go. So that's the right way, I think. Maybe not. Anyway, so yeah, this is where I can keep my tail. Sorry, this is where I can keep my tail. It's a good hiding spot. That's where basically I keep it. Alright, that's probably the easy way you can do a werewolf spell. So, if you're on the way. And maybe I'll show you one more thing. That's the max thing I will do. See. Oh, crap. So let's see. This hat right there. That's I think QSG. So this is my hat that I was planning to have for the Winnipeg Jets. It's kind of like a jet, but it's a toy jet I made on, so it's kind of cool. Let's see. So yeah, Winnipeg jet for our Winnipeg Jets, and that's basically it. Thank you and goodbye. Oh, and by the way, my channel is Dogman, DOGMAN, and werewolf will be any werewolf, and 1171 if that's pretty easy, and that should be quick.